Day 13, 13th day of devotion to St. Michael and the angels, the abode of the spirits of evil. It is a divine truth that these spirits of evil are invisibly present on earth. They inhabit the atmosphere about us and frequent the haunts of men. Their homes and shops and marts and places of pleasure. They are busy not merely in person but also through their agents, whom they are able to control with but little effort. Thus St. John, in setting down the message God had given him for the bishop of the church in Smyrna, mentions the devil when he describes the persecution that he predicts will be carried on there against the Christians by their fellow men. Fear none of those things, he says, which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil will cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days, an expression indicating indefinitely a short but bitter period of persecution. Be thus faithful until death, and I will give thee the crown of life. Apocalypse 11:10, the Spirit word about us. We see therefore that the habitation of the fallen angels is hell, and the air that surrounds us. But let them be in hell or in the air, their pain is always the same, for they everywhere carry hell about with them. Such is the teaching of all the fathers and all the doctors of the church. With his usual penetration, St. Thomas discovers the reason for the double abode of the fallen angels. Providence, says the angelic doctor, conducts man to his end in 2 ways, directly by leading him to good. This is the ministry of the good angels, and indirectly by exercising him in the conflict against evil. It is becoming that this second mode of procuring the good of man should be entrusted to the bad angels, that they may not be altogether useless in the general order. Hence, for the latter, 2 places of torment, one by reason of their fault, is hell, the other by reason of the exercise which they must give men, is the cloudy atmosphere that surrounds us. Now the business of the salvation of man will continue till the day of judgment. Till then, therefore, will continue the ministry of the good and the temptation of the bad angels. Hence, until the last day of the world, the good angels will continue to be sent to us, and the bad to inhabit the lower strata of the air. But after the day of judgment, all wicked men and angels will be in hell, and all the good in heaven. Catechism of Perseverance. With good reason, therefore, does St. Peter warn us, be sober, be watchful, for your adversary, the devil, is as a roaring lion, goes about seeking someone to devour. 1 Peter 5:8. Lucifer is the name under which the leader of the rebel angels is frequently referred to. Hellel is the Hebrew word derived from halal, to shine. It applied to him before his fall, since by many he is believed to have been the very highest and so most splendorous of all the angels, spirit world. It further appears that the sacred scriptures that not merely then but even now Lucifer may claim a certain superiority over the fallen angels, as actually possessed by him. In their combined hatred of God, the evil spirits still acknowledge Lucifer as their chief. They have not lost their natural powers, however fallen and depraved, and they recognize the need of leadership among the forces of evil in their efforts to work harm to souls. We must remember that they are essentially spirits, as swift as thought, penetrating everywhere and pursuing us everywhere. Nothing remains close to them. They are ever in contact with us. We must resist them strong in the faith and in the power of the precious blood shed to obtain victory over this deadly foe. May we purify our souls more and more in this divine blood, which will drive away the angel of darkness and preserve us from spiritual death.